We'll figure it out.
All right.
Have something fun. I'm trying to figure out. Are we
Okay.
live?
We are. We are
Oh, cool.
live.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I see
Hey,
people in
did
the
you?
chat already.
Wow, we're already rocking and rolling. Hey, did you know that today is Seal's birthday?
Oh, I love Seal.
What's your favorite song?
Kiss by a rose.
How's that go?
Oh, you heard it. You heard what I said.
Well, look, if I got to pick one, it's Love Divine. That's one of his newer
Oh,
songs.
oh.
That's
He's
from Seal
still
4,
singing.
not 3. I guess. I mean, it's 2003. I mean, it's not that new.
Okay.
I was freaking 11 years old, 12 years old, 2003,
Wow.
hoping Jake Delhomme
Okay.
was going to take the Panthers to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. What happened with Jake Delhomme?
He got him there. Tom Brady got him
Yeah.
just a little bit further. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Clocks Running, the podcast, Everything Flag Football. I'm Jacob.
And I'm Ant.
Unk's on his way. He'll be here when he gets here.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
He'll be here.
you guys ever heard in the great words of Gandalf? A wizard is never early nor late. He simply arrives when he's supposed to.
Is that the is that the exact quote?
I think he says means to instead of when he's supposed to, but it's 2026. I'm
Oh,
trying to be modern.
okay.
Don't quote me. I
Is
don't know quotes.
what is your favorite Lord of the Rings movie?
Um, I think Two Towers because
Okay.
Gimli gets thrown across the bridge,
Oh,
and little
okay.
people find that's great. We're getting canceled.
I get I
You'll have to love me.
Well, we only lasted 2 minutes and 45 seconds today.
Hey, go ahead and shut it down.
I really like the whenever the tree people are around. Those guys are cool.
Yeah, that starts in the second one. Yeah,
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 yeah, that's cool. Did you ever? You're too young for this, but
probably
back
not.
in the back in the 80s, there were like cartoon versions of those movies made. Have
Oh,
you ever
I've
seen
seen them.
those?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The battle with the five armies in cartoon version is pretty epic. I just
Yeah,
want to put
yeah.
that out there.
Is it?
Yeah. What do
Okay.
you watching any shows right now?
I am watching what's it called? The Pit. It's
Oh,
on
I've heard about
HBO.
that.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Hour by hour. Um,
What?
what else am I watching?
Hour hour
That's the
by
show.
hour? That's
Yeah, dude, the show, it's literally hour by hour in an ER.
oh
Pretty
wow.
cool. Pretty cool. Kind of
Oh
scary. It's
yeah,
actually
that's
it's a
intense.
40-minute show, but it takes an hour. Um,
Okay. Now you've
60,
lost me.
60 is the new 40. Um, Orange is the new black. Um, yeah, let's see what else am I watching. Night in the Seven Kingdoms. That's been pretty
Yeah.
good. They
Okay.
said that was the best ever Game of Thrones episode this past time, and I completely disagree.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it really wasn't that good.
It's it's in between the two, right? It's in between the House of the
Yeah.
Dragon and Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
Um,
I'm
been
watching
watching.
Fire Country right now.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah. You seen it?
Yeah. 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 I'm caught up.
Oh. Oh, okay. Did you ever watch SEAL Team? Same guy.
Yep. Yep. Watch Steel Team. Yep.
He's kind of
Classic.
a he's not a good actor though, right? Like
What? Come on, dude. He's a good-looking
you
guy,
just
pretty buff.
you just kind of
He's
just
got a
kind of
lot.
like
He always looks. He always looks down. I just want to just give him a pat on the shoulders, like it's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be okay.
He's got the puppy dog eyes. Whether
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
being a Navy SEAL or fighting fires, he's
yeah.
always
I mean, or in jail.
That's true. Yeah.
Spoiler alert! If you haven't
Oh
watched
yeah. Whoa, whoa. Easy
it. Spoiler alert.
Oh
Oh
man.
man,
Okay. Well, you want to talk about some flag football stuff?
we could talk about some flag football. What's on your mind? Let's
Oh
start rock and roll,
man.
man.
Well, let's get right into it because there's actually a lot going on in the wide world of flag football these days.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, first off, I just want to, I don't know if you saw the news about the NFHS rule changes that got put into, they kind of slid them, they slid them into the DMs right before the start of the season.
No, I did not. Let's talk about them.
All right. So first off, there's going to be an onside play.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. Why do you think it's dumb? Why do you think an
I
onside
don't
play is
think
dumb?
it depends on how they do it. I mean, I get it. I think right now high school sevens is such a wide range of talent, of experience, of teams and organizations that have knowledge versus have no knowledge of flag. Um, you're introducing I don't I don't disagree it should be there, but there's some opportunities where it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know that it should be. I guess from a 10,000 foot view, it makes sense to add it, but it also you're if you have an onside play, you're in my mind you're setting teams up some teams up to fail.
Yeah.
Um, obviously, it's only probably going to be used in the last 2 minutes. It's probably only going to be able to be used if you're down.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and just obviously it's only after a touchdown, but I don't know that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for it to be used. So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Well, speaking from experience with the Tough League when I was officiating that organization, they had an onside rule, and the thing about as far as that organization went, they had a 2 minute pro clock, and you had to be. I think you had to be down by 17 or something like. It was a weird number. It was
To use the onside rule.
Yeah, to use the onside, and you could you could use it at any time of the game. It didn't have to be at the end. But sometimes when you're working a long day of officiating, you kind of enjoy the blowout because
Right.
it keeps that clock moving. You can kind of,
You're cruising.
yeah, you're cruising a little bit. In
Yeah.
this situation, it would be a blowout, and all of a sudden, a team would do an onside, and then they would score, and then they would do another onside, and then now you've got a pro clock, and it becomes this. And now it's this huge, intense game with two, terrible teams like playing for last place. like it was.
Hey, well, you know what? Sometimes last place deserves a little bit of love too.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
true.
they do. Not all the time, but some of the
Yes.
time they do.
No, but I think you're absolutely right as far as like there's the states like Florida, of course. I think Georgia's had flag for a long time in high school,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some of those other states where it's just been around forever.
Right.
Any changes that come are probably not going to mess with things so much. But you've got California is exploding. They've only had it for a couple of years. But then you've got these states where it's going to be brand new, and all they're going to know is these new rules. And from what I'm hearing from just reading the kind of breakdown of each of these rules, and we'll go into the other ones, is that the kind of reasoning behind it, specifically this onside one and some of the others, is they want to mirror tackle football. So.
That's so dumb.
But
that's cool. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. Let flag be flag. it's but on the flip side, what's funny is we still have states that don't use the national book, or they don't use, like, they're
Yeah.
doing their own thing. And I think some of them, like, the book came out a little bit late for them to adopt it, and I get it. If you've already got stuff in place and you're already rocking and rolling, like, go for it. But there should be some uniformity to everything, and you should be able to, from state to state, they should be able to set stuff up where they can play against each other, because there's some states that don't have the teams. They should be able to go to, if you're, I don't know, if you're in Oregon and there's not a big following, you should be able to go to California and play the same rules. You should be able to,
Yeah.
and be used to the rules that they're playing. The nuances and the styles and stuff differ, because, take Carolina to DMV, when they play five contact. It's it's become more similar recently, but there was a bigger, like, a difference in the styles of play back in the day. Um, so I think you got to get everybody on the same page. I saw a guy complaining the other day that Pennsylvania is not following. They're
Oh
worried,
yeah.
right? They're worried about rushers, and where the quarterback has to line up and what the quarterback can do, and how many gloves the quarterback can wear, and it's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense and doesn't isn't necessary. So
Yeah.
hopefully there's some more uniformity across the country. It'd be cool if, I know it's state to state, but it'd be cool if everybody got on the same page.
Why do you think that why do you think that flag football is so different from all the other sports? I mean, you can go anywhere in the United States with soccer, with baseball, with basketball, and the rules and I mean, it's all the same. I
Um,
don't get it.
Number one, they're offering it. Those have been offered forever. And number two, it's a lot of it. It's because it's new. It's what I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you.
Yeah.
I just I can't we're trying to wrap my head around it. Just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe
So,
that's part of it is like it just and I don't know who the powers that be are, but it just seems like those powers that be are kind of maybe they're I don't I don't know just
everybody,
trying too hard, like I don't know. It just
well, it's egos, it's pride, it's, I want to do things my way, and I don't agree
yeah.
with this, so we're not going to do that. And it's a lot of little stuff like that.
Yeah, so so they defined hurdling a little bit more.
Are they
Essentially,
running
you can't.
track?
I don't know. This is, it
God,
has to do with you can't like you have to hurdle over a player that's kind of already on the ground, and that's their definition of hurdling or something.
right.
And then they added the definition of stripping in there, and so once the ball, it sounds like once the ball is touched by a receiver's hands, it can't be batted out, stripped out, all of that. So
That's the way that should be, though.
yeah,
You don't want people showing up just knocking people out and all that crazy nonsense.
yeah.
So,
So there's that. That you're gonna love this one. For state playoffs, they are going to have instant replay.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so stupid. That's so
Yeah.
dumb. So dumb.
So yeah. So I don't know how every random high school, Northwest, South Carolina agriculture high school is going to provide instant replay for the officials, but
Well,
uh,
they'll have to get on their bicycle and generate some electricity, and it's going to be great.
yeah. So I don't know. So yeah. So but outside of that, they like changed it from two timeouts to three each half. And then like there were a couple other things, and but
You're
at like almost
stretching the
every
game out.
paragraph, yeah, almost every paragraph, there was something about field dimensions, and but they just kept saying like we just want it to look more like tackle football.
Why?
Like that's
They're
what
not
they kept
playing.
saying.
They're not playing tackle football.
Like, so I don't know. It's that's what the NFHS has thrown in last minute right before the season starts.
Of course they have.
You
And
know,
they wonder
just
why people are not jumping on. This is also what happens when you have people who are not involved in the sport writing
yeah,
rules.
yeah.
So
So which is frustrating. I've had conversations with coaches around the country. I think specifically like California that they're young in it, and the last few years have kind of been a mess in
oh
a
yeah.
lot of ways. They feel like there's so many chiefs in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's all this input, and then they're like one season they try this and they don't like that at all, and then they switch it up, and these coaches are doing their best because not only are they trying to stay, understand the rules, they want these girls to be successful, they want these girls to
Right.
get scholarships, and so to have these rules keep changing, I mean the people that ultimately paying for this is the girls that are
Right.
not getting the product they need. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
That's
yeah,
yeah.
no, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. What were you gonna
Oh,
say?
okay. Well, it's just crazy. We just had a guest enter the studio,
We
and
did.
yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, and I think this is gonna be fun. You
All
did
right.
you did you wanna introduce her?
No, go ahead. I don't
Okay.
know who's in the studio.
Oh, okay. Well, straight from I think she's back from Thailand. Let's bring her on. What up,
Hey.
Joe?
You
Hi.
lied. You said you didn't have a voice.
I don't. I'm like forcing it.
Oh, well, don't force it.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Are you
I heard you guys were talking about refs today. So,
We are.
you were having one of the best refs on. I think that's what I saw or something like that.
You
Oh,
did. We were talking
yeah.
about MySpace earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still
Do you know
remember.
what MySpace is?
Yeah, I'm a 1994 baby, so I'm like right in between everything. But
Joe, did you
Oh,
have a
okay.
top 8 or a top 4?
oh, I had top 8. Top 8. I
Who
couldn't
was number
decide.
1?
At the time, probably like my best friend.
So it wasn't
But
even a boyfriend. Gee
no, it
whiz.
wasn't. I didn't. Yeah.
Good for
No.
you.
No, no, no. Boy, I didn't. Yeah, my first boyfriend was not till late in high school. I was too focused on sports, probably.
Fair
Yeah, that
enough.
makes
Fair
sense.
enough. Fair enough. Okay.
We were just talking about the high school rules. There were some
I
new
heard.
high school rules. Yeah, that did you see those new rules that got put into place?
Yeah, so I'm actually. I just saw Craig's thing. He said he graduated in '94. That's funny.
He's so old.
So he can attest that it was a great time. No, so I I coach girls high school sevens up here, and so I did get to see some of the new rules that are coming out. I'm not sure if every state has this, but we are doing punts and field goals. Um,
Hmm.
not my fave.
Tell me how you really feel.
Not my fave, not my preference. I did hear the comment like towards the end before I joined that they're trying to make it as close to tackle football. Okay, but we don't we don't want that, right?
Yeah.
We're not tackle for a reason. We have the opportunity to go play, but flag is definitely its own beast, as everybody who really plays pretty in depth knows. I Sure, we can add another skill to the girls. They'll figure out how to kick and catch a punt. It's fine. Life skills.
It gives. I mean, well, is soccer for girls there? Is soccer fall or spring sport?
um, fall, fall. It is a fall sport. Tennessee's a little different. I'm still getting used to how high school sports are done here. Um, Being a multi-sport athlete in Tennessee is not very encouraged, which is odd for
Mm,
me. If they're playing one sport that season, more than likely they are telling their athletes, you cannot play anything outside of this sport, outside
That's
of this
wild.
team. And so we are a spring sport, and so I'm having to deal with the end of winter sports, fall sports. So like basketball, some of my players are still playing. The more volleyball heavy kids are still playing travel ball there. Um, so maybe with the new rules, with the implementation of more skills,
Yeah.
maybe they'll choose flag instead of the other sports. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I'm on the side where athletes who play multiple sports throughout the year are better equipped. Multiple different levels, right? Different.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just my 2 cents. I will respect whatever coaches say. No, Joe, you can't have my athletes during this time, but it's definitely different perspective down here in the South.
So you just took a little trip.
I did.
We'll talk about it.
No, I mean I did the same thing twice, 2 years in a row. So like, there's not much.
Yeah. That's
No,
funny.
so I came back from Ready for Play Cup 3. So I was there last year. For those who didn't catch it or didn't see it or didn't know about it, I was playing with a China team or a team from China called Love and Thunder. I was lucky enough to go with Marley, Mo. I don't know if everybody knows Mo, Monique. She was by Mo. And then I was also able to meet one of the former Mexican national players, Andrea. And the four of us were kind of like the imports. And they said, hey, you're going to play with this Chinese team. We ended up placing second. It's on YouTube if you guys want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I watch it pretty often.
What?
Learning.
Like,
you got to watch film, right?
Like to cry? Why do you watch it over and over?
So maybe that's like a me and Marley thing. We love film. I will sit there and watch film for hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that game's on there from Ready for Play Cup 2. This year, I brought my own women's team. Watch this. It is our first travel women's team. So hopefully
Nice.
you'll see more of that and more of our group of girls. So yeah, that was really exciting to say, hey, our nonprofit's able to, we were able to sponsor the jerseys. And yeah, some people might say that that's small, but that's a token that only those girls will have, right?
Nice. Big deal.
So for the first one, that was really cool. But we went out there. It was a brainchild of me, some of my Philippine national team teammates, and we threw together this team and we won second.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hit the applause button. Where's it at?
Again.
We'll find it later.
It was definitely against, I mean, the zombies. They're good. They're solid. They play all the time. They're really fast. They're smart.
They're just not
allowed.
They're half dead.
Year, we lost by 5. I played them this year. We lost by 5. So
you're consistent.
Follow me on Instagram. You saw my post. Zombies 2, Joe 0. But the plan is I will be going to Bali next year. Hopefully I get to see them again. I'm a big competitor, so I want to win. But no, they're a good challenge. Like,
yeah,
I want to beat them, obviously, but super nice girls. But yeah, Ready for Play this year was different because there were more Americans there. Like, I felt like, I know people have my back. It wasn't just me.
Was that a good, or I was going to say, was that a good or a bad thing?
I mean, I think it's good because I wasn't seen as like the only person who plays rough, the only person who does certain things, or the only person that talks really fast. Like, no, I felt like, oh, like there's familiar faces around, and like it felt good to walk by a field and see some of my really good friends playing. Like Nitro was there, Malls was there. They were playing with Fiji Curry Bombers, and then like obviously WFFN girls. I never get to see them anymore because I don't live in that area of the DMV. Yeah. So it's like I got to see all my friends, and then I got to make new friends. because I talk too much, but whatever.
What?
Yeah, no, super fun. I will say the competition across the board, just in a year, yeah, everyone's getting better at a rapid pace.
Well,
For
good.
sure.
Yeah, there were 20 women's teams, which is amazing.
Nice.
And then 31 men's teams. So yeah, I'm just excited to see how much bigger it gets. And like, I encourage, if you want to go, if you want to bring your team, like, don't feel like, oh, I can only go if these people. Bring your team. It's an open international tournament. Like, there's a bunch going on elsewhere in the world this whole year. So if you want to
Yeah.
travel, you want to play flag, like, you can message me and I'll send you the information, whatever you're looking for. I'll help you as best as I can. But I would definitely strongly recommend, if you can get overseas and play at least once, like, definitely go.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you're giving all your political nice responses right now. I'm just gonna call you out. You left me on red earlier, which is
I
crazy.
was working.
Oh.
I had this big long paragraph that I sent you, and you read it and did not respond.
We can talk about it. I think it's different because, like, being a player and then being a player here, I feel kind of just like in like a little fish in a big pond, right? Everyone's playing at this high level, whatever. When I go over there, I feel like I'm the black sheep because everyone's like, look at her, she's so aggressive. Look at all this nonsense she's doing.
Look at her.
But I definitely I like both. I enjoy it. I mean, it's flag. Wherever I can play is great. But to your point, and what I was saying earlier, Jacob, to him was that we got called for a lot of, in my opinion, ticky-tack fouls.
Okay.
I'm all for protecting people because it is a non-contact sport.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stand on that. But the flopping ruins the game for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it. I mean, one coach, we already spoke, yelled it out in the middle of a game to his QB. Hey, when the rusher gets close to you, flop. I was triggered, so I stood up. So I stood up and I was like, and I said, I was like, dude, like, don't say that. Like, that's not cool. One, because I'm standing up for my rusher. She's not plowing into you. She can, but she's not. And then, like, I'm trying to yell over to the ref, like, are you not going to control this? And she's like, I hear him. And then throws a flag for roughing the passer after the quarterback flops the next play.
Nice.
So, like, I just throw my hands up and I'm just like, whatever. And then, like, offensively, as an offensive player, right? I'm catching the ball. Obviously, I'm facing the quarterback most of the time when I'm catching the ball.
Good.
If I'm turning, right? Just turning to turn upfield. And a defender is on the ground already, like one knee trying to pull my flag.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm turning, right, her arms automatically catch my waist and I fall onto her. I don't see how that is charging on the offense if I don't have space to turn. So am I supposed to just stand there, reach the ball out, pull my flag? Okay, well then I don't really want to play anymore. Right?
So Joe's taking the ball and going home.
That's aggressive.
If that's what it is, like, I can't turn, I can't run, I can't dip, I can't do a flag evasion move because the defender is like planting themselves there and not even going for my flag, but waiting for me to make contact and then being like, oh.
Yeah.
As an offensive player, it's like, well, how do I run?
You don't. You step out of bounds. You don't advance the ball. That's the point.
And then on a defensive standpoint, right? I understand. Yeah, we here in the States, we're taught to body up when we make flag pulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can we be proud of me? I did not get one flag this weekend for contact. Okay.
That's awesome.
So
sounds like you've adapted.
She sounds like she paid somebody off.
No. I think playing in Ningbo really, like, I only got 2, maybe 3 flags in Ningbo across like 6 games. So I'm getting used to it, but it is definitely frustrating as a defender to be told like I can't or to be thinking if I make a play on this ball and I accidentally hit her, even though that's not my intention, I can cost my team yardage, first down, whatever the situation may be. And so flag is already such an offensive game that I feel like, especially internationally, defense is at such a disadvantage, which makes you want, well, at least me, you got to be better defensively, right? You can't touch them. You can't breathe on their freaking hair follicle. Like I don't, it's hard. International ball is hard. And so what I was telling Ant earlier was that overseas, I feel as though Americans are penalized a lot heavier and our games are called a lot tighter one way to kind of keep us in control, whatever you want to call it.
Does it work?
But then we are also used as like the standard of play overseas, in my opinion. The players that I have come across, right? They're like, oh, you guys play so fast. You play this, all your whatever. I mean, you look at the Panthers. They have the USA players hosting mini camps. So like that thinking of USA players is the standard, but then when we play, we're being penalized for playing the way that we play. So that's my perspective. It's like, how can you say you want us to teach you, but then when we play and we use the same moves that we're teaching you against you, now it's like, well, no, now it's a flag. So yeah, I love it.
So
it's hard.
I think some of the issue is, and I know from what I've seen in pictures, a few of the officials who were there, a handful of them we had in Tampa with us, and I know a couple of them did really well for us, but a lot, I didn't recognize a lot of them. I think that's just what they're used to as far as how they're trained and what they're taught. And in the States, we think we have football. It's football first, then flags. We have that mentality of football. In my mind, football is a collision sport. Flags the same way. You're penalized for contact.
Yeah.
It's, but over there they don't look at it like that. They look at it where it's, if there's any contact at all, stop the game, and it's different. I don't disagree with what you're saying. It's tough.
Oh, my face is just because it's so frustrating, because it's sometimes I look at them and I'm like, well, how would you like me to pull this girl's flag who's running full speed at me, who's most likely bigger than me? Would you like me to just like turn and go ahead, score the touchdown? So yeah, I played rugby. That's my background. So like, I'm low to the ground. And if you run into me and I run into you, next play.
Joe's not going down.
I'll tuck and roll. You guys have all seen that video. I'll tuck and roll.
Yeah.
No, but there are pretty big hits out there, for sure.
It's funny though that you made the statement that you feel like when American players are playing internationally, they're kind of put under a microscope and they're officiated. It's scrutinized, where watching the men's semifinal games, because I was up at 3 a.m. watching these games, the championship, a lot of the conversation from the commentators and just in what was happening with the game, it was a lot of like, this is not how international flag is played, but when Americans are on the field, we let them play a little bit more. So I don't know. Go ahead.
I will say to that, because we did get to play WFFN. When it's Americans playing Americans, even if it's like a few on each team and it's not the whole roster, they kind of do let us play because they're like, oh, they're used to it. But then it's like it does a disservice to us, because they're like, well, last game you let me do this, and this game you're not letting me do this. Because in the Zombies game, obviously no Americans on the Moscow Zombies, which like you run into teams where it's all one nationality, right? Which is cool. But I felt like they didn't get not one call for holding, and they literally posted a picture of the championship game. Jackie is dipping, and this girl is literally bear hugging her waist no flag, and that happened multiple times. But then Lowe is shooting down to a hitch and accidentally, her chest bumps and she stops, right? And then 2 seconds later, you see the girl fall. Well, there's a flag there after the play is already over.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not, I don't know how to ask a ref, like, forget that we're American, like, we're just playing, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do
you think
Go ahead, Andy. Go ahead.
No, do you think if you said that to an official because you know them and you're like, forget that we're American, just treat us as an international. What do you think?
Absolutely not. I would have to get somebody else to ask.
I just
have to ask my teammate, can you go ask them this and make a joke
I want Joe to ask that question.
Yeah, I just feel like from all the conversations I've had with international officials, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on them to officiate American players differently, and it throws them for a loop. And so they kind of they do this like swinging back and forth instead of finding the middle ground. They end up either letting American players play until someone gets hurt, which happened in the championship game. Pablo went down and
he had cramps.
But initially, I'm like, oh, this is why you don't let them play.
Made that seem so much more worse.
He got carried off the field. It was scary. My heart skipped a beat.
Whoa, easy, big guy. He's gonna be okay.
Well, I mean, now he is, but
he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but but they go there, or they swing over to the other side of it where, Joe, you kind of sit where you're like, oh, they're over the top. They're calling everything, which is funny because if you watch like the IFAB games from the Euros, there are no flags in those games.
Mm-hmm.
And
so is it
and
just
it's
us?
not
Is it just
and it's not because it's not because the players are like not doing flag football moves or anything like that. It's because they understand the rules and they're following what the rule book standard is.
Sure. Okay. And so then this is my question, coming from you guys who work with refs all the time, who ref games all the time. From a player's standpoint, when I go to a tournament, I don't want to be arguing with a ref.
Agreed.
About the rule.
Uh-huh.
And so when I lose my
You can cuss. That's what we got Jordan up here for.
When I lose my temper because I don't have I feel like the integrity of the game is now to shit because the person who's supposed to be controlling the game doesn't know the rules. But then I'm sitting here like, no, this is the rule. And they're like, no. Okay, well, then there's no discussion. Now we're just going to play whatever made up flag game you want to play. And
so that's a very different topic, though, right? That's a different topic.
Internationally, right? You would expect that they would have the best of the best because they are getting so many players from all over. Hear me out. Especially at a tournament that is that large, that this is your third year, right? Which is why I kind of lose my temper even more so at like Weekend Warrior tournaments, flag tournaments, because those refs are there all the time. How are we 6 games in and you still don't know that for Mississippi 5, that's the end of the rush count, not 5, 6, now I blow the whistle. It's like, it's little details that it's like, you should know that. I shouldn't have to tell you that. I shouldn't be arguing that you weren't set as the rush line so I can actually go from wherever. No.
That's not true.
Yes, they tell me that all the time. If the rush line is not set, you can go from wherever.
It's not true.
Well, see, made up flag game at whatever field I was told.
You can lead the horse to water.
Yeah. Okay. So you did. Let's just Joe. Let's just back up for a second. You did totally change the topic.
Sorry.
So it's fine. We just So the topic now that you're bringing up is that officials not knowing the rules, which is a very different thing, and that is a problem, right? If officials don't read the rule book. The first thing you brought up is this is a big international tournament. in Thailand. It's their third year. They have all Uber's amounts of money. They should have the best of the best.
I won't
So
I know
they
it's
should have the best of the best
expensive to get
officials.
on.
Now, I don't know anything about the organization or who runs this tournament or anything like that. But I will say this: I think what happens is they get officials that live locally because that's the easiest thing to do. They get officials that can travel and not spend a lot of money to do it, like some of the officials from like Australia and New Zealand, who are big IFAF officials, and they were white hats for most of that tournament. They're solid officials. And then you probably get some people that don't know anything about flag football and are just looking for a paycheck.
Then make them be the rush line. They can count to 7.
You sure about that?
Yeah, is that where you want them? Really? You want so
7 is.
So you know what? That official that you just put at 7 is the one that was watching the bear hug of Jackie. That's what happened there.
That I can deal with.
I think the toughest
Jacob,
thing,
you had something to say?
Oh, no, not me. I
2 seconds.
1, 2.
She left.
Yeah, she's tired of our nonsense.
Yeah.
No, I've looked at going to some of these international tournaments. It's some of the, like, you would think. Again, I don't know what they're charging the teams. I didn't ask that. I don't want to know that. But I think as far as from what I've understood for some of these, it's a lot. They can't afford a whole lot, as far as accommodations, as far as paying officials and stuff like that. You're really going for the experience. You've got to be able to put your money forward for that. Even like celebrity sweat stuff. You've got, like, when we did that, you have to put yourself forward. You have to, be willing to spend some money, even with, like, wow, she really left.
Yeah.
You really made her mad, dude.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Little sweet Joe, you made her mad. But I think when you have tournaments like that, you're wanting to get as high quality as you can get. And like you said, the guys from Australia and New Zealand that I recognize, like, from a couple conversations with them, they're good guys. They're good officials from what I can tell. But the cost for them to get there is not near as much as somebody coming from the States or somebody coming from Europe. I saw there was a couple from Europe. Our friend Mustafa, who was supposed to be at Worlds, was there from Egypt. But I think
can we talk
Joe,
about
turn
it?
your
I can't, dude. I'm trying.
Yeah, let's talk about it. This is so weird. I'm pointing to the.
I don't know how to do this. Okay, is that better?
There you go. Do you have
There we
do
go. Yeah,
you have the rotation lock on your phone?
Maybe. I'm on my iPad. Hi, Windra.
Oh,
Windra's there. But yes,
Hi, Windra. Who's that?
I had the pleasure of
hey, Windra.
him. I did snap at him, so I apologize on the clock's running for snapping at him.
And
to be fair,
who'd you snap
I did
at?
walk away when the call was called and I was unhappy about it. I walked away to calm down. I did have some choice words, but I said it as I was walking away to my teammate. I said it to my teammate, and he called me by name back over to him, and I said, "Dude, I'm already gone." He called me back over there. We had a disagreement about a call, and I asked him, as an offensive player, if I can't see the defender and I turn, how am I supposed to how is that illegal contact if it's I don't see her, like I it's not on purpose, my back is turned, I turned. His response was not one that provided me with any help. So I just said okay, and I walked away. He then later was head ref for Trey's game. I'm not sure if people saw that game. He actually publicly apologized.
War of words.
But see, it looks bad because Trey talks more than I do. But they were actually
Really?
they weren't
No.
arguing. Trey was asking questions. But anyway, Mustafa went on Instagram and he clearly watched film and he screenshotted it and apologized to both teams. So that's respectable.
Nice.
He said, and he did tell me that he watches films and goes back. So the
Yeah.
fact that he did that and said, this was the worst game that I've ever called, I strongly agree because he called back 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Should have scored 3.
Well,
Yeah.
Trey would have had 5 touchdowns that game.
Oh,
Eh,
5's a lot though.
yeah.
So he took back 2 to make it fair. Like,
Maybe he should let someone else get the ball once in a while, you know?
Yeah,
if he's open, he's open.
team player, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You're arguing with the worst ones.
Yeah.
and then there was one call that he made against the other team, and Timo was the quarterback for that team.
Mm-hmm.
It was a team from China and solid team, and had a couple people that I played with in co-ed last year. And they do this play where the quarterback becomes the center. They have no quarterback lined up in the backfield, and he sidesteps it to whoever is over there. And
Yeah.
Timo, who is now the center, just turns around and they pitch it right back to him. It happened so fast that it looked like the quarterback literally just like went like this and pushed it back towards him.
I
To
like
me,
it.
that's clean.
Yeah.
They
There was a
called it
flag.
though.
It came back. He said that the quarterback has to possess the ball. I said, show me that rule. And that was the other team who scored. So, like, I'm not a stickler, like, oh, yeah, that's a great call because it's against the other team. No. Show me that rule because that's a great play.
Mm-hmm.
And no, he called it back. He said the quarterback has to possess. I've never read that, seen that, heard that, ever. But again, much respect to him. He went back, watched the film, owned up to it. Cool. I'll see you at the next tournament. Like, it's over with. And like, I wish more refs, and I hope they do this behind closed doors. I wish more refs would rewatch their games.
I think there's
not always
availability
available.
to that.
Yeah.
I think
For
I was gonna say.
iFlag, it's not available.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but for certain places, like I agree. Like if it, like you guys had what they had like a tower with like cameras and all. They were filming every
on certain
game, weren't
fields.
they?
Yeah. Certain fields,
Oh,
but
so it
obviously
wasn't-
they're
okay.
not using replay and things like that in the game.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but if just like one ref on every field was able to do that, it just sounds so good, right? Oh, if one ref
There was hold on. There
flag
were
world
8
better.
there were 8 fields that all had like multiple cameras recording.
So not every field was live streamed.
Okay.
So like certain, I think 2 of my games weren't. So every team was like off basically on certain games.
Okay.
And so
okay.
there are games that are not recorded. But if you are lucky enough to get on a field that had live streaming the whole weekend, your games are on YouTube for all of eternity.
Well, more teams should book me to stream their games.
Yeah.
If you want to fly out with us, be my guest. We can talk about partnering with the nonprofit. We'll figure something out, man.
That's funny.
No, that's hey, that's cool that he did that. I mean, ultimately, I feel like even going back and watching, I mean, I brought this up to you in the one clip that you sent me with the flag guard. The camera angle is on the opposite side of where the official that threw the flag is.
Sure.
And so you and me can watch that and be like, yeah, there's no way there's a flag guard. But clearly the official that was on that other side, you see Trey's arm go down. Now, whether or not it happened, what? But we don't have the right angle to make that decision, because what's funny is, say for example, we're at that angle and we throw a flag for a flag guard. What's the first thing a player is going to say?
No, I didn't.
That's not their call. That's the first thing a player is going to say, right? So, but now when you have an official that's right there, they see the arm go down. For them, it looks like a flag guard. They stand on that. They call a flag guard.
That's what kills me. He says he put his hand down, right? Which is always right now when people dip, right? They put their hand down afterwards.
Yeah. So I'll tell you.
So if I'm past the person already And let's
That's
say
different.
that person's but that's it, at least from my perspective, when I watch
Yeah.
that clip,
Okay.
it looks like he dips and puts his hand down as he's leaving. So it's like,
So the defender's already passed.
yeah, he's behind him on his back hip.
Okay.
And
So
then you see Trey's hand down. So it's obviously like a judgment call when you're there, whatever.
sure.
But it's like, also, none of those players, and maybe this is just, if I get flag guarded as I'm trying to pull a flag, I'm yelling flag guard to the moon. Like, every one of those players, including the person who missed, got up and still tried to chase Trey. So it's like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you play till the whistle.
some people, when it's flag guard and they got beat, Trey was already like 10 yards.
Yeah,
past them.
crybabies.
No comment.
Joe is right here.
No comment. No comment. I'm not a
Wait a
crybaby.
minute, Joe.
Hey,
you're not going to get up if
Just
the
know
whistle's
I
not
got your
blown?
back. He's not going to name call you.
Joe, I'm just messing. But you're not going to get up and keep going for the flag if the whistle's not blown?
For sure. But I'm yelling
Okay,
flag guard as I'm
right.
running down the field.
I'm going to hear it
looking
on the
at
other
back
side of
like,
the
are you not
park.
gonna call that? Oh, are you not going to call that? So, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I
There's
can tell you from me, and this is obviously like sounds like it's a little bit of a different situation.
Sure.
But I tell people whenever that hand goes down, hit them with it. If it's on the same side, hit them with it, because if they're right there.
But it's after I've already beat you. You've already missed.
I just said, what did I say at the beginning?
You're out the
I said it's
picture.
a whole different situation.
Different situation. But yeah,
I agree, though.
And here's the other thing we got to think about. It's all about angles, right? You have the ball carrier who really, at the end of the day, the ball carrier has the best angle, right? Then you have the defender who has a really good angle too. Then you have an official who hopefully doesn't have a blind spot. They've got an angle. Then you've got Joe on the sideline who's 25 yards down the field. She's got an angle, right? So there's all these different angles.
Where's my shirt? I got a ref.
I got it on the wall right over here. I got you.
No, I used to ref. Then it just stressed me out because then people want to ask, like, no. No questions. No questions.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Joe, I got a completely different random question for you.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
Put you on the hot seat a little bit.
Oh, God. Okay.
Who do you think is the flag or the face of flag football right now? For the entire world.
Or men's or in general?
You could do both, men's and women's.
Or you could just say one.
Yeah, or you could do one overall.
Probably Izzy Geraci. She's like,
I like that answer.
Yeah. I mean, she's a dog. We don't have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, watching her playing against her, like, everything. She looks like she's having fun, but she's locked in. And you don't get a lot of athletes like that. And obviously the players that she plays around are all playing at that same intensity. And you don't find that a lot. You don't find 10 individuals who all play like that, right? Me, I'm like the personality on the team. I'm not really. No, I'm kidding. And plus she's recognizable. Like, she's catching one-hand balls. Like, she's doing things that girls before would be like, did you see that? Did you see that? And now it's like, oh, that's what she does. Yeah. Yeah. So I would definitely say her. And then from the men's side, I mean, the way that people were like, was I concerned when Pablo went down? Yeah. But the way the commentators were like, oh my God. I think Pablo's pretty much the face. At least
I was really worried.
I want, like, no one wants to see anybody get hurt, right?
He got carried off the field, guys.
Yeah, no,
you said
scary.
that already. We know.
It's scary.
Joe said he got a cramp. He's fine.
Internationally, are we saying international just as a whole?
The entire world. Yeah.
The entire world.
You remember those songs?
The whole globe.
Well, definitely. I mean, who's like saying that he's better than Patrick Mahomes? Like, that definitely put him like up at the top. People know who he is, but for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing the damn thing for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So between them two, and then Izzy for the women's, definitely. But I don't know if you guys saw Vanita's. She posted something. She wrote like a little letter to Taylor. I think the little girl's name was.
Yeah.
and that girl was like so emotional.
Oh yeah.
To me, when I first started playing flag and then like playing against Vanita for the first time and getting my, knowing what flag really was supposed to look like, to me, Vanita's the face of flag in my eyes, but like currently right now, like definitely Izzy's up there.
Ah, no, that's
Fair
that's a
enough.
good answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your starting five for defense for the Olympics for the women's team?
Hey, what is this, dude? Joe is let's come on here and just have fun. Don't answer that, Joe. Don't put yourself on that spot.
Not Joe. You're about to get asked all these questions.
Joe, I tell you what, we're gonna let you off.
Oh, that's too. She wants to answer it.
No, that's brutal. I don't even know who got invited to. Well, what I will say, if
No,
Lauren
I'm saying
and Jackie, if you didn't know who Lauren and Jackie were,
yeah,
now
that's
you
true.
know. Don't throw
Hey,
over there. Don't try and catch over there.
Yeah, they're both athletes for sure.
Yeah.
Fun fact: a player on your team. If I were to make a top 8 right now for MySpace, a player on your team is on my top 8.
Who is it? I got a lot of good players.
Yeah,
Well,
name drop.
I
Dama.
don't know. Yeah,
That's the homie.
Dama. Dama balled this weekend. And that was my first time playing with Dama. And like, I mean, San Diego Blitz, like, I never really play them unless I'm over on the West Coast. I don't think I've actually ever played them now that I think about it. So seeing Dama for the first time, and like, we had our practice that Thursday when we all landed. Yeah, she's smart. She's smart. And
She's a baller.
She throws really hard. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned a lot from her even just over the course of those few days. But yeah, that's a good pick for top 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
If you didn't, yeah.
Joe, what's your favorite Seal song?
My what?
She doesn't know who Seal is.
Oh my gosh.
No, I know, but I know who Seal is now that you're saying it, but I don't have I'm not that my mom.
Well, today's his birthday, so when you get off of this podcast with us, go to your Apple Music, pull up Seal, and listen to some songs.
I got a better. What?
Someone just said, Deanster94 said the fact that Lauren didn't get an invite is absolutely diabolical.
Oh, he's talking about somebody else. He doesn't even know what we're talking about. Come on. Yeah.
Because I have a Lauren, and Lauren did get an invite.
Yeah, there's 2 different Laurens. Come on, bro. Dean.
That's a top 100 most commonly used name.
Yeah, let's go. I do have a good question though. What if you have a karaoke showdown? What's your go-to song that you know you're locked in for?
You know it. you know it.
It's a Mary J. Blige song.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you know it starts with what?
No, go ahead.
I'm going down. I'm going down. That's what it is.
I'm going down.
Yeah. That's the one.
I love that.
And then
Classic.
as of late though, car karaoke, I will say it's "Shallow" by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. That's
you and Trey together.
No, we don't sing together, but like that's a good song.
Oh, okay. I thought that was what you were hinting at.
Yeah. No, I love him. Yes.
No, I mean, is that the song you guys sing together?
No, Trey. Yeah, no, we don't sing together. He did do karaoke in the Philippines, though. He did do karaoke in the Philippines with my family.
What did he sing?
I think "A Rock in a Hard Place." It was a country song.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, Tennessee, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Chris Hughes. He's in the chat.
Yeah, he called you Jog.
I know.
Hey, way to find a cool way to recreate the Spider-Man point at each other meme.
Yeah,
nice work.
Joe, and Joe. We all spell it differently. We're all from different Asian countries, and I will credit Josephine Wei for putting that little friendship together. Because Joe, the one from Korea, plays for the Raptors. they're a team to watch out for, by the way, if you ever run into them. Yeah. They didn't place as high as I thought they would this time, and they're pissed about it. So be careful.
They're pissed.
They're pissed.
Is it?
They're pissed because that's a really good team.
They are a really good team. Yeah.
They're solid, dude, everywhere. Yeah. And Joe played with them. Josephine Way played with them this weekend. So yeah, whenever us three get together, you'll see that picture.
What's the as far as the international scene goes, more IFAF stuff? Is it like a year and a half from the next time you guys will be doing something, or what does that look like?
For the Philippines?
Yeah.
So as of right now, they haven't announced anything solid for the plans moving forward. I can only imagine and hope that we will be going to qualifiers and doing all of that to try and secure our spot, or at least put up our best fight to and represent our country. I know that there's a big men's, women's, and co-ed tournament happening in Manila in June. If you'd like more information, it's an open tournament.
Hit up Joe.
Yeah. And I mean, that's as much flag news that I have about the Philippines. I wish I knew more. Obviously, they haven't kicked me off yet. I haven't gotten that email yet.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out, email.
We appreciate everything you've done for us, but
we regret to inform you.
We want to offer you a scouting position.
Well, so what's funny is when you know how everyone had like your like dream job growing up, and you were like, in elementary school, and my mom made me change it because she was like, that's not a real job. I told her that I wanted to be a football recruiter.
Hey, look at that.
That was in elementary school.
That is such a real job.
Okay, but to a Filipino immigrant mother, she was like,
okay,
no, pick something.
So what'd you pick? What was your second pick?
I actually remember the project still. It was I just picked like fashion designer because it was easy to make the poster for my presentation.
We've seen some of your uniforms, and that was the job you wanted?
Actually, Jacob, I don't even design the uniforms. I let everybody else do it.
See, that could have been a compliment, and you took it the wrong way. We're gonna get that glass back to half full.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everybody did like those Watch This jerseys that we had on. It was a tribute to the US and the Philippines. So it had like the Philippine eagle on the back. It had the Statue of Liberty on it. My teammate, Sab in the Philippines, she designed both of those. So you might see those soon at another tournament for like co-ed or women's or whatever. And yeah. My jerseys aren't ugly. Now you got me thinking about it.
No, he didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
Never said that at all. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
That hurts right here, not in the heart.
Oh,
sternum.
Yeah. If I had said it, it probably would have meant that. But Jacob's the nice one.
Yeah. Most people call me the good cop.
Yeah. Me too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm always smiling. Like people have this misconception that I'm so mean. Obviously, I'm playing flag. You want me to? Isn't that more crazy if I'm smiling at you as I come to your flag? Like
take the Andrew Luck approach.
I don't know.
It's like that's what serial killers do. They smile when they're committing murder.
Yikes.
Yeah. No, that's
Chris
great.
Hughes' comment in the chat.
What is he saying?
Trey is the best player in the world.
Yeah. Hey, he
what
did
does he want from you guys?
Yeah. What? Oh, but he's on Mean Machine. So
he is on Mean Machine.
He's supporting his guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? There was something else I wanted to bring up to you. Oh. Did you catch any of the high school girls games and then the USC UCLA game going on?
I did not. If it was over, it was over the time frame.
It was over the weekend,
Thailand.
but
yeah, I did
not.
She
was a little busy.
Was it?
I don't know.
I mean, what are your
Yeah.
thoughts? I'm sure there's film of it somewhere that I'll find.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's at like hometown. It's you know what that's what's crazy to me. Okay, so I was able to watch all these games going on in Thailand on YouTube, and there's this big high school event, and they had like the first time USC and UCLA are playing, and it's
Yeah,
on like the hometown, like some streaming app that like kept messing up and
buffering throughout the whole thing.
yeah, I'm like, come on. But no, it was a good game. They did like because they kind of sandwiched it in between the high school games, so they did like a running clock.
Yeah.
Well, USC didn't. They I guess that didn't register to them, and so they're like marching down the field. It's 7-0. UCLA's up, and they just ran out of time because it was a running clock, and they had no way to stop the clock. So
Before I forget,
yes. Oh,
before we
okay.
move
Oh
on
boy.
too far,
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Olympic game was going to be streamed or
Huh?
played on the day of the 5-man Olympic game that was recorded at Worlds. I thought that was going to be played on the Super Bowl or on CBS or something like that.
It'll be on CBS Sports, but it wasn't on the Super Bowl.
CBS Sports. Got
CBS
Yeah.
it.
Sport, yeah. I'm not sure. Like I know,
It's usually a couple months after, right? Isn't it?
it was supposed to be sometime this month. I'm not sure exactly when or what's
That
going
was the
on.
game I didn't get to watch. So I'm looking for
Yeah,
film.
they were
Which
good games.
which one did you not watch?
The
All of them?
championship game. I was in Orlando while that was
Well,
Oh,
being
that's
played.
a
gross.
mistake.
Yeah,
I was
gross.
I was I was playing with my college and high school girls and some of my friends. So it's not all about just being where you guys are.
It
Well,
kind of
yeah, it
is,
is.
but
Yeah.
look who's here where we are right now.
Yeah.
Case in point.
So I have a question about high school girls flag,
Ninth through 12th graders.
9th through
Yeah.
12th grade.
Yep.
So with it being right, with it being new, and it's only in what 17 states as of right now.
I think it's in more than that, but I'm not sure.
No, I think 17 sanctioned is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
officially
okay.
Yeah.
sanctioned,
Okay.
right? What do you believe? Like all the other states are waiting for. Like, what do we as female athletes as a sport? What do we have? What more do we have to prove that like this is built for girls to succeed in?
You have to get some of those old geriatric set in their way people out of the way and get people who understand and look beyond. And this is in my mind, like
Oh
people
yeah,
people
yeah.
like take this state of Texas, and the reason I say this is just because of how public they were about their attempt to get this sanction in Texas. The Clams went to state legislature, to the high school board, or whoever it was, pushed for that. I think even Travis tried to go with them to like as a show of support to get this going, and they just didn't even want to hear it. And it's like you have, in my mind, Texas is one of the biggest states for flag football. Especially at a
Yeah.
youth level, there's so much going on there, and for them to not even recognize that, hey, this is happening, even if they were to go the sevens route, like most high schools have, they're not even acknowledging it. All the girls that are graduating and leaving Texas Fury, they're all going to Florida or to the KCAC to play. It's they're getting further and further behind, and I think it's just people who are set in their ways, and it's not so much people not wanting to do it or progress, because even in North Carolina, you have pockets of it. You have Charlotte that has a club like organization like Charlotte Mecklenburg County does. Raleigh has a little pocket of it. Around my area, there's like 3 schools that play, and they have to travel to different counties. So and talking with the school systems and stuff, they're just not interested. I don't know how much, like with Title IX, like to have balance between boys and girls sports, like there has to be with that, but you would think they would almost favor, the females, because sports are there's not as many and not as many girls that want to play. So you would think that they would push and want, something new and something exciting that's getting national attention like the way this is. Um, But I don't know. You're muted.
The dogs were
It's,
barking. So
is
this
this
has
your
always
first
been like my
podcast?
second question is that it's obviously being sanctioned for seven. Seven is
Yeah.
played at the college level. When I was in college at Maryland, there was the NERSA, like
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that. It was always
Mhm.
sevens, right?
Right.
But then now we've obviously shifted to small ball. And then as playing competitively at the tournaments, sevens isn't really offered like that.
Right.
So then when schools started sanctioning sevens and we started jumping on this train of sevens for college and this, it's like, okay, well, do you guys believe that it would would be a positive change if we did progress more towards fives? Obviously that shrinks the rosters, right, of schools,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but it does build that pipeline that everyone's talking about
Mm-hmm.
to the next level.
Yeah.
They're not playing
Mm-hmm.
sevens when we go overseas.
Right.
Now, will
Yeah.
I say that my travel girls on the teams that I coach in high school and sevens and then fives for travel, do they understand the game at a deeper level? Yes, because sevens is going to teach them something different that fives can't, right?
Right.
Especially screen, non contact, whatever the style may be. And then they're learning different skills, pop flags versus triple threat, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if the majority of the world now is playing flag, five, small ball, are we not falling behind a little bit by focusing too much on sevens at the developmental stages of 9 through 12? Because even the younger kids are playing fives, right? NFL flag.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
then they go to
Yeah.
high school and now you're told you have to play sevens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know. It just seems, yeah.
my thought is the first thing is the NCAA is going to do whatever they want to do. They don't care about
Agreed.
anybody else. They don't care about anything else that's going on outside of their own little bubble. If they say sevens, and I think they will always stick to sevens because of
Sure.
how long NERSA was around and how long and how much support NERSA has given towards this. And maybe I could be wrong. But there, in my mind, you should common sense says they're playing at the highest level is the Olympics right now. We don't have any pro leagues. We don't have people making millions off a flag. We had that one time. But we don't currently have that happening. The pinnacle is the Olympics. You should be playing, that should be what you're playing towards. You shouldn't be playing, if let's say that basketball, the pinnacle was the Olympics and you were playing 3-on-3 in the NBA, said we're not doing anything with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, like that would be a big issue. But college has always done their own thing. And maybe that wasn't a good example, but um, high school has kind of done their own thing too. And high school right now is the Wild West. There's you
You can do
have
whatever you want.
you pretty much you have they came out with the national book like rule book to try to have some standardization. That rule book was written, it looks like it was written in crayon by some folks who have never played flag football.
But there's
To put
coaching. Never mind.
Yeah, but that's to the point. You
Yeah.
have there's we were talking about this at the beginning of the show. There's such a imbalance. Like there's so many. Like you have some folks who are like us who are very involved in flag, have been around flag for a long time, and understand what's going on. And then you have some folks who just went and bought the Fisher Price flags and said, "This looks great, let's do it," and have no clue what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have everything that's in between.
Mm-hmm.
And I sevens, I think sevens from a personnel perspective is easy, and it makes it where you don't have to split teams and have extra resources and a bunch of things. But in my mind, if you're playing fives, make your school have multiple teams.
Yeah,
Oh,
have a
wait. I
JV.
just thought
Yeah.
about that. Why can't it be framed the same way? Because basketball is 5v5.
Yeah.
So, like, no, you don't have multiple teams. Let's structure it the way that they do basketball.
Do you want more people playing them?
We do, but I think it's more manageable because they already have a template. And then that would hopefully encourage more schools to be like, this is doable. Because
I
we can
agree with
compare.
that.
Yeah.
But I would almost want my school. Let's say I have I have 25 girls. I could build two varsity teams.
True.
And I could enter those two teams into the conference versus having just one. Where not every school is going to have even one team.
Yeah.
So if I can submit more, I would want the participation early. Obviously, when down the line, I could see what you're saying. You would want one varsity team.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's no good answer to this.
There's none.
Um,
I would hope that to build the game, sure, it keeps sevens alive because rosters are huge, right now.
Yeah.
And it's getting more girls to play. Yeah, we're in the early stages, but I do hope that like down the road it does turn into fives and it becomes streamlined and it becomes that sport. And yeah, obviously you can play sevens at tournaments, people can pick that up, but I think with the way that it's catching fire with girls and we're talking about this pathway to the Olympics, like to set the younger generation up for success to get
Okay.
there. I do
yeah.
I do hope that at some point colleges do see like, no, we could structure this with just fives, right? We
You
could
would
just do
think.
fives. But that's just wishful thinking. Obviously, I can dream big because I didn't have the opportunities that are
Yeah.
out there now.
Right.
But obviously more doors are opening because I'm playing overseas more often. Like it's awesome. I just hope that
But
more
even
states
still,
come
like you're
in.
coaching though, so like you're still
I am.
involved, which is really good.
I am.
You
And
know.
then I recently this year, January, I'm now coaching boys 7-on-7 and we're ranked third, 15U in the state of Tennessee.
Nice.
So
All right. All right.
lots of football. I'm learning
Well,
sevens is a different beast. 7-on-7 boys is a different
Mm-hmm.
thing.
yeah. Hopefully, you guys don't have to play the Moscow Zombies at all.
Yeah. So, all right, I just have one question about this before we. I know we're getting a little long winded, but
Yeah.
so they obviously they're coming from Russia,
Yeah.
being there.
There were 3
How
Russian
much?
teams there, by the way.
Okay, that was my
Oh wow.
question. How
3
much
Russian.
participation? How much is being played in Russia? Because obviously we don't see much.
Well, so I had to look. So I was like, is there a Russian national team? Are they in
Is
ISAF
there?
somewhere? There's not. They're not on the rankings.
Okay.
However, if these
Well,
girls ever feel the need to, they're going to be good.
hold on. Don't you wait a minute. There could be a secret Russian national team that we
I
don't
didn't
know
see it
about.
on the IFAF
Could you
rankings.
imagine?
No,
So,
I'm saying they're just waiting. And what if they just pop up right before these continentals?
well, I could definitely tell you that if they pick some of the zombies girls, they're going to have a really competitive team. Those
Yeah.
girls are good. Yeah. Yeah. So there were 3 teams: the Moscow Zombies, Moscow Dragons, which I did get to play against, and then the Lionesses. We didn't get to see them; they weren't in our pool. Zombies is the one that I've heard the most of. They're the most winningest, I presume, from what I see on social media. The Dragons, they are not. They're not bad.
Yeah.
I can tell they're definitely newer than the Zombies, or at least that's how my perspective was based on their style of play. Um, they're quick. They're very quick. And then the Lionesses, they're small. The Moscow Dragons are on the smaller end. They're a little thinner than yeah, they're smaller girls. But then the Lionesses, they had younger girls on there, and I heard that those girls were breaking ankles left and right.
Yeah.
So very different styles of play happening coming out of Russia. But yeah, no, they're good teams. They're solid
Well,
teams.
but currently they're in general Russia's banned from Olympic play anyway. So
Wait a minute. Wasn't that just lifted for the Paralympics?
oh,
Aren't they
was it?
done?
Wait, say it
I
again.
think
Say
Russia.
what?
I think Russia's bans lifted after this Winter Olympics. I think for the Paralympics they're good to go. I could be wrong. I don't know. Thought I read something that
If
said
they
somebody
come
was
back,
protesting.
we're gonna have a good team.
Could you
Wow, because
imagine?
that I mean that would change my whole perspective
Ant's
on
gonna
who
change
might.
all his rankings, all his top 8s. He's gonna change everything. Someone's getting unfriended very
3
soon.
Russians in every group.
I don't. I mean, they're like China. They just produce like any sport. They just all of a sudden they're like the best in the world
Well,
in
there
whatever
were
Yeah.
there
sport
were
they
a
do.
bunch of China teams out there,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
R4P, and like Ladybugs were out there, which for the first time I met them was in Beihai this time last year. It was where we went after Thailand. Um, they battled for third. They finished fourth. playing. Yeah, they lost to WFFN. WFFN clinched third. And it was a lot closer game than what I thought. They have a smaller roster, but they do have this one receiver. Her name's Loki. She goes by Loki. She's amazing.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, no, she's real good. Short
If you're
hands.
named after a Marvel supervillain, then
Hold on, dude. Loki's like oh my gosh.
what? What do you mean? He
That's a-
died like 4 different times.
Yeah, but Marvel is not where Loki originated.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
This is-
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that, but you think she named herself after whatever? What is that?
Stop.
Greek or
I don't know where she got her name, but
It's Nordic,
she's
dude.
very good.
for she got
She
it
was
from
at
Marvel.
Tampa.
I know she
was in
did.
Tampa, not this past year, the year before. She was playing with Love and Thunder. I think they put in like a co-ed team. And she actually worked out with, the video went viral of the other girl, Cherry. She worked out with like Route God down in Florida.
Yeah.
Crispy routes. Yeah, both of them. But yeah, there were a bunch of Chinese teams out there, Malaysian, Thai. Obviously we said Russia. Who else was out there? A couple Philippines teams. Some of my teammates were sprinkled around the other two. And then I got to meet a lot of Aussie players that were playing with a bunch of other teams, so that was cool. Yeah, tournaments are definitely getting bigger and competition is getting better. Every time I see teams or see players, everyone's getting better.
It's awesome.
Nice. Well, Joe, thanks so much for jumping on for your
You're welcome.
sophomore appearance
I'll be an
here.
upperclassman next time.
There you go. You're almost there.
Yeah. Well, we don't bring people back that we don't like. So just realize that, that.
Well,
but yeah.
I think next time you guys can pull up clips of people's games, and then I can say if that was a flag or not, and what the
this ref missed this ref missed that. I don't like this.
I would lean on the side of I would rather refs let us play, because I feel like if I hear you too much or I see you too much, you're doing too much. You want flags? You can just play, and I will ref.
I'll
so
say
funny.
If you want to throw in the flag every
We're there.
single drive or blah 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 blah, just I'll give you my flags and I'll
we're karate chopping now. So they're chopping wood.
Yeah, that was intense. That was really intense.
So I do think I'll say this before we have you go.
Yeah.
I do think there's a difference between managing the game and injecting yourself in the game. Yeah. There's things that you just can't let go. There's things that you have to keep to maintain order. But there's also things you don't have to. You can keep the flow of the game moving without injecting yourself.
Correct.
The best games are the ones where you don't even know who the officials are.
So. If I know your name before the end of the game, that's too much. Too much.
Yeah, but that goes back to you being so friendly. You end up knowing everybody's name, so
yeah,
you can't say that.
I don't even remember plays as they happen. The people are like, "Oh, you had a good play." I'm like, "When?" Okay, yeah, great, yeah.
Yeah.
I think ultimately, this is good conversation because the three of us can do this very lighthearted and we can have fun with it. But in the grand scheme of things, there's the gap between what players think and what officials think is so.
And then
so
there's
big.
what I think, because I do both. No, I'm kidding.
And then there's Joe. She's perfect, right in the middle.
I would far from perfect, but at least I am confident in my answers and my calls. You can ask Chris Hughes. If you ever come to a tournament that Chris hosts, I'm probably reffing. My field is no funny business. All right, this is what we're doing.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have him record a game for me.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get one of those games streamed.
I bring my own flag. I bring my own shirt.
Wow.
Like I'm.
So
ready.
the bare minimum. You do the bare minimum. Good job.
Yeah, most refs don't even have the right shoes on.
Do they have?
Yeah,
No,
but
never mind. I was going to say something, but we're not going to go there because at this point we got to get you out of here, Joe. Joe, thanks so much for
Thanks,
hopping
guys.
on. We appreciate having you. We'll see you in the next
bye,
Bye.
tournament.
Joe.
See ya. And that right there, guys, was brought to you by our friends at Infinite Flag. They've got the coolest gear. They can get you swagged out so you can argue with every ref on the sideline. You want to look good while you're doing it? They got oversized hoodies now. They got joggers. They got shorts. They got hats. They got bucket hats. They got. Why are you dancing?
I'm just you.
Okay.
No, you're doing great, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Well, I just got distracted. They got they got all the great stuff, man. You just hit them up, guys. Let them know if you guys go online and order. Type clocks running 15 in at the end of your checkout. You get 15% off. If you guys are officials, when you guys go to the tent at the next tournament you're at, where our Infinite's at, they'll take care of you there. They even got the dope ref shorts, 1 inch stripe. Got Jordan's.
Yeah, there you go.
One of these,
Yep,
I'm never gonna get it right.
it's fine.
Jordan's on the shorts with the dope Infinite Flag logo. It's right there. Yeah.
Yep.
That one. So just check them out. They'll get you hooked up. Let them know that we sent you. They might give you an extra high five or something like. They might write "handled with care" on your package. Maybe not. Pause. Good lord. Um, but yeah,
What
what a
I
show.
think they're going to be at East Coast Nationals next. I think that's what I heard for
Nope.
Infinite
Gatlinburg. They'll be in
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg
Okay,
and ECN.
cool. Yeah, so that's exciting. We got to talk about it because I advertised it. Who is on your top eight currently, right now, Jacob? Your top eight, go.
All right. Michael Jordan.
Oh
Thurgood.
my
Thurgood.
gosh.
Are we supposed to name? Are we supposed to name flag players?
People know, bro. Your personal top eight. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I'm naming it right now.
No, you don't. You're a Duke fan, bro.
Look, everybody makes mistakes. Okay.
You can't.
You
You
put cream
can't
cheese
list
on Philly
Michael
cheese.
Jordan.
I don't. Jordan went to
Hey,
Carolina.
I've
Everybody
got
makes mistakes. It's
I've
okay.
got a container right now on my table that says cream cheese brownies on it. Those
You
things are delicious.
you should probably put that in the fridge.
I don't think there's supposed to be
It's,
refrigerated.
dude, I would definitely put if it's got cream cheese in it. You should definitely put that in the
It's,
fridge.
yeah, I don't
It's gonna
know.
go bad.
You might be right. You might be right. Okay,
Uh,
what?
I came up
I'm
with a top
waiting.
eight. I didn't think it had to be
Uh,
personal. If
bro,
it's personal, I gotta start all the way over.
I put so much time in it. Go ahead,
So did
list your
I.
random famous people topic. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty good one, but I mean, I guess I'm not doing that now. We'll do top eight next week
Oh my
when you're in a better
gosh.
mood and real mature. Hey guys, so you know where to find us. We're on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you want to listen, tune in. If you guys want to watch the show, it'll be on IG Live. It'll be on Facebook Live, as well as on YouTube. That's the best place to watch it. Um, Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, share to all of those that you're checking us out on. Obviously, we're on Facebook, like I talked about, and or MySpace, like we talked about. And it's pretty pissy about that, but we'll get them over it. It'll be okay. We got a ton of dope merch. Check us out. We got stuff on fourthwall.com. And there's a link in the IG bio. You got a hat, you got dope shirts. We got stuff, like I said, Infinite Flags got our dope shorts. Check them out. They're super comfortable. They even, you put a belt on, you put a belt over that elastic band for the shorts. It makes you look like you're wearing actual proper shorts. And if the only thing that would be a decline for you if you're working like a high school association is the clocks running logo. We'll take the hit for that. But if you're working flag games, wear them. Be comfortable. Look good. Feel good. Um,
Ref good.
yeah. Nah, you ain't got a ref good. Joe will take care of that for you.
uh,
But all right, guys. Until next time. Coop texted me. He wasn't able to make it tonight. He was with the kiddos. He was at batting practice, trying to get Elijah to be great and get him to the pros. But we'll get him here next week. Make sure you tune in. Big milestone next week.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah. All right, guys. Clock started. The clock's been running. Clocking out.